What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I took a break yesterday from social media. I told myself from now on I'm going to take about one day a month off from social media. Unless there's something very important that happens that day, then I'll come on here and talk about that. But other than that, I'm going to probably take about a day off once a month from now on, just to keep from getting burnt out. Before I go forward, I want to give a shout out to Derek Burton for the $20 donation via the Cash App. He left a note saying, "Love your commentary, keep it 100. Much respect to you for showing love to the channel, and I try to keep it 100, try to tell you what I really feel about these things, how I really feel about these things." See, on social media, we don't have someone telling us what to say. Now, we do have an entity that prevents us from speaking our minds totally. All the censorship over here, and that's why a lot of us are going over to Rumble. That's why a lot of us have gone over to Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. We still can get our message across. We just got to speak in Morse code and shit. But much respect to you for showing love to the channel. So look, I got to give Ticket TV credit about something, because it dawned on me late Sunday evening. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but I took the day off. I'm starting to wonder, with this whole James Harden, Daryl Morey situation, right? I'm starting to wonder if this is all smoke and mirrors. Now, it could be possible that their friendship has, or their relationship, whatever, is just fucked up. And I get why James Harden would be angry. Okay, I get that. But what I'm starting to wonder is if, in reality, James Harden and Daryl Morey are playing the Sixers and playing, more importantly, Joel Embiid. Because Ticket was saying that Daryl Morey and James Harden want Philadelphia to become the Philadelphia Rockets, with the team revolving around James Harden. Although, I gotta say, with a guy like Maxey right there, I don't know if they could be exactly the same Harden. Well, he's not the same player anyway. So, if anything, I kind of see this as, if you get Joel Embiid out of the way, Maxey, to me, should be the number one option. But that's another debate, another video. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder that. I'm starting to wonder if this shit is not even genuine. Because, look, a friend of mine made a good point about this. When it comes to the contracts, when it comes to the final decision, Daryl Morey doesn't have the final say. He has bosses too in Philly, right? So if they tell him, no, we're not going to give him a max contract, we're not going to give him a max extension. If they're telling Daryl Morey that, he doesn't own the team. So they're telling Daryl Morey that it's out of his hands. And why wouldn't they be able to afford to do that? Because they're already paying money out to, even if they feel like that he's not even worth it, a convenient excuse is, it's not in the budget. Right? It's not in the, and we can't do it. Also, when it comes to other things that James Harden wants to do, be the first option, dominate the ball more, we know how James Harden is, right? That's Joel Embiid's team. But at this stage of his career, Joel Embiid wants to win, I guess. So I saw an unconfirmed report yesterday that Joel Embiid will request a trade if the Sixers cannot provide a competing, and by competing I mean championship level competing, team around him. This whole James Harden fiasco is pissing him off. So I'm wondering, is this really legit between James Harden and Daryl Morey? This is a legitimate beef? Because these guys were, I mean, ace boon coons, right? I mean, Daryl Morey obviously was either, excuse me, Daryl Morey was either personally communicating with James Harden, or he was using a back channel to communicate with James Harden back when Harden was still with the Nets. That's why I uploaded that video the other day from 2022 when it was reported that a stripper said that James Harden told her she was going to be a Sixer one day before it actually was announced via the media. So how did James Harden know this? Because Daryl Morey was communicating with him either directly or indirectly. So they had that close of a relationship. So for all of a sudden them to be at such odds that they're not even like on speaking terms, when it's a fucked up thing, but it's the business of basketball. I don't know, man. I just find it kind of, now that I'm thinking about it, I just find it a little bit weird. Now maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe they're trying to pull something over on Joel Embiid, wait it out, have him request a trade Joel Embiid, have James Harden wait, do the same thing they did to James Harden that they did to Ben Simmons, eventually trade Joel Embiid, because James Harden said, I'm in for the long haul. I'm just going to keep in shape and wait until I get a suitor. Right? Now what happens if they trade Joel Embiid, then magically James Harden announces he's willing to come back to the Sixers? Sounds far-fetched, but you never know. So tell me what you guys think about that in the comments section. Do you think this might be a scheme to get Joel Embiid out of Philly?